this is my first t-shirt and I did it on a limb with the pattern of my daughter's shirt that she had around. She needed a pajama outfit for pajama day and she wanted something different. So I've already started on the front and the back of the shirt. I can tell you it is going to fit tight because it is cotton / polyester. It may be a blend. I'm not honestly 100% sure, but there's no stretch to it. So please be careful of the material that you choose. And if it is going to be cotton, etc., just make sure you add your allowance for stretching and or shrinking. I am adding the sleeves right now, so you see me pinning the front and the back. So now I'm going to be sewing the sleeves that I've pinned. Pinning is going to be your friend. If you don't like pins, I recommend using clips. They're my favorite. So now that I've sewn the sleeves, I am now going to sew the side seams of the shirt. Again, pin, 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 pin. You're going to pin the top. I like to match the seams up first. That tends to work the best for me. This is also, again, my first shirt that I am doing with no pattern, so I'm winging it, to be honest. But I get the gist, and sewing and matching at the seams first just seems to make things line up a little better. So I'm pinning across, and now we're going to sew. Pull those pins out as you go so that you do not break any needles or poke yourself. Again, be careful. The sewing machine is your friend. Pinning is your friend. So we're going to continue sewing for a little bit. I'm going to stop talking and yeah. Go slow if you can. So much for not talking. But go slow so that you can control your fabric because the sewing machine, or the serger in this case, will pull the fabric for you. All right, and now we're on to the next step. So now I am pretty much doing my hemlines for the sleeves and the waistline. So right now I'm folding the sleeves inside, and I'm using the clips this time because I don't have time to be sticking myself. I actually stuck myself a little earlier, and so I switched over to the clips because I don't got time for that. So I am clipping the sleeves for the hemline that I want. Again, this shirt is for my daughter, so I wanted to make sure it was comfortable for her. Once I do that, I am going to take it to the machine and sew it. I am also going to go ahead and do the waistline and the collar as well. I wanted to add a little flare, so you'll see that a little later, as there is some color in there aside from purple. Okay, so we've got the sleeves added. I'm going to do the other sleeve. Going to pin it. Going to sew. I like to do everything at one time if I can. So if I'm working on the sides, I'm going to sew the sides. If I'm working on the sleeves, I'm going to pin all the sleeves at one time and then sew them all at one time. That just makes things easier for me. I rather do all the clips and pins at one time versus doing one side, pulling the pins back out, doing it again. I feel like it's redundant. So yeah. You're going to watch this really long video of me just pinning the sleeves, apparently. I'll put some waiting music in here for you all. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know where you are in the world, but what's the weather like? What's your favorite season? Tell me something good. And we're moving on. And now we are adding in the collar. I told you that I was going to add a little pop of flair. My daughter is very vibrant. She loves colors, so I thought this would be awesome for her. I am using some pink bias tape. I have the shirt right side out right now, and I am folding the bias tape to the right side because when I flip it, it is going to make the collar thin and it'll make more sense as we go along. I'm using pins to be more accurate. I know I said I was done with them, but we have a love-hate relationship and we're back together. So now I am sewing I'm blacking out here, guys, don't mind me, but I am sewing the sleeves. As far as the hemline, I'm gonna go ahead and do that on both sides. Once that is done, I am going to move forward with the bias tape in the neck collar. So again, let me get that elevator music going for you. Ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum. Okay, so I finished sewing up the sleeves and now we are working on that collar and the bias tape. So you will see that very shortly as well. And here we go. Maybe I'm jumping the gun, guys. I don't know what's going on here, but we're moving. Okay, so it's gonna make sense. Try to stay as close as you can to the lines, as you don't want to create multiple lines unless that is the design that you're going for. Try to keep it clean. Go slow if you need to. I'm using serger thread. It's just my preference. So I tend to go a little slower anyways, because if I go too fast, it will definitely pop off the top of my sewing machine. So now that I am done, I am folding it inside out, like I said, and I am folding it under so that it is clean and you don't see any stitching. So again, pin, pin, pin. Pins on they're our friends, guys. Okay, pins and clips, we love them. We need them. Okay, so pin, 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 pin. The shirt is inside out, as I stated. And we're gonna get this bad boy moving along. So I, again, am following as closely as I can, making sure that I'm not adding any extra lines, making sure that everything is straight and partyful. Yes, I want it to be pretty. So now we're working on that waistline, which I told you I was doing it earlier. Clearly don't know my own videos. I am now doing that waistline. I'm not adding any elastic or anything like that, as I wanted it to be loose on her like a t-shirt. But yeah, different material next time. That's what we're gonna do. I was just using what I had in the spare of the moment. It was one of those things she told me at the last minute and we had to make something shake. So here we are, shaking and baking. We're about to sew that waistline up. Getting snatched here. And guess what? The shirt is done. We did it. I'm going to show you a full video of what it looks like with the top and bottom, as I made her some bottoms too. Thanks, come back soon.